Hello there again. Today in this lesson, we'll be learning about variables and triggers. And now, before we begin any further, you might be wondering, what is a variable for those who don't know? Well, it's simply a container that stores information you can change throughout your course. Now, there are two main types. First, before we begin, I will show you where to find variables. You go to the top left corner of the screen here, click Window. Then you scroll down and you'll see variables. You can also do Shift Control V if you like. And now as you can see here, we have a bunch of options. And of course there are two types of variables. There are user variables as shown here, and then you have system variables. Now system variables are pre-built by Captivate, such as the following here, whether it's date, dd, mmyy, date of course. You have others like cp info current date as a different variation, or maybe perhaps project current slide name, lock, toc, mute audio, and so on and so forth. And even max attempts too for quizzes. And then user variables are the ones you can create to store custom data like a learner's name or running total of points. Now, first off, I like to show off here student name. Now, obviously, this one's already created, so if you were to do so, you would type underscore student underscore name, and we would not really need to apply a value to it. And then a description as a reminder for what the purpose of this student name variable is. So that being said, moving forward, I like to go to this slide here. Now, as you can see, this is a fill in the blank where you can type in your name and so on and so forth. Now, in order to make sure that one can type in their name as a learner, what you do is click on this empty box that's pre-built. And what you do here, as you see, is variable, and then you click and select the variable of your choice, which is clicked right here with the check mark. And with that said, there's also another component I like to show off to you, which is on triggers. Simplest one right off the bat would be, of course, let's see here. It'd be one where, oh, here we go. A trigger, for example, would be something that would happen as a result of a previous action. So in this case, we would have here the next button. Now, let's say, for example, if you want your learner to type in their name and make it mandatory, what you would do is make sure to edit the action, and you would click disable, and now you have a whole array of options for your targets. And so with that said, we're going to click next. So there you have it. So with that said, there's also to enable, which we already have here, but to have you go through the motion, you click your valid input, where you have to be able to type in your name. And then enable. And then the input field one here. And then you click done, and there you have it. Voila! And that would be a simple example of variables and triggers going hand in hand with one another. And you can do that too with other quiz types and so on and so forth too. Anyways, I hope that was very helpful for you all, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.